What's going on, YouTube? Happy Thursday. Before I get into this video that I'm about to talk about today, I just want to say something about my thoughts on the hurricane. And guys, this is why I'm on here almost every day, to drive home the message that, guys, being prepared financially is serious. Look, when you're not prepared financially, you have to make decisions that aren't great. When someone tells you to evacuate and you don't have enough money to evacuate, then you got to stay there and risk your life. Look, it actually pisses me off, to be honest, because people go through life playing games and saying money's not everything, but then when they have to make a decision that really affects their family, like say, hey, we need to leave this situation, they can't do it because, you know what, we don't have any money. Really, you have elderly people who lived a long life. I'm talking about elderly people who are 70, 80, living in the United States of America, who maybe played around in their life financially, and now they're stuck with situations like, well, I live upstairs and I can't go downstairs. Well, when they told me that the storm was coming, I just said, I'm going to pray to God and hopefully we'll be all right. Why are you making decisions like that? This is why one should have an emergency fund and fund that fund every month. Even when there's no problems, you fund it. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're living and you're breathing, things are going to happen. That's just life. Life is not always going to be sunshine and lollipops. Life is going to be torture and death and things like that. And you got to be prepared for it, guys. So, now that we got that out of the way, here's what the video is all about today. And this is a good exercise for you guys to practice and put into your life. Here it goes. And it's real easy. I want you to come up with one word that describes you. It could be positive, it could be negative. Just let your word flow. Don't try to create something. Just come up with one word that describes you. And then when you come up with that word, this is what I want you to do. I want you to ask yourself, why did I come up with that? Why did I just make that statement? What makes that statement that I just said, what makes that word true? Okay? Then after that, I want you to go to your closest person that knows you. That's your spouse, that's your best friend, or whatever. And I want you to ask them that same question. Give me one word that describes me. One word. And you do the same for the other person. And I guarantee you, this one word that you come up with in all types of situations will create an interesting conversation. You probably will learn more about you instantly. All you have to do is come up with one word that describes you. And to make it a little funny, a little more challenging, not challenging, I want you to come up with one word that describes me. Now, I can't return the favor because I don't know a lot of you. Some people I know personally, I've talked to on the phone, we rap every now and then. I want you to come up with one word that describes me. Because, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold here. This is why this is powerful. We all think we're great. At least some of us, right? But sometimes that word that you hear may be something that you think you're totally, like, you know, conquered, and really you haven't. And I tell you, the person that probably will be the most honest with you is probably your mom and dad or your spouse. Because your spouse really knows you a lot better than a lot of other people would know you. So if you want to get a real honest answer, ask your spouse. Give one word to describe me and say, hey, I'm going to give one word to describe you. And that conversation will cause for an interesting one. It will be an interesting conversation. So that's the homework. So thank you guys for watching this channel. Please subscribe. And guys, please be prepared and get prepared for the unknown things that will come. There's nothing like when something out of the ordinary hits you where you're like, you write the check. It's done. You don't have to pay for it with a credit card. You pay for it cash. Okay, well, we got a little problem that's coming. Okay, pack the family up, take a few things. Let's go on a vacation. We'll come back and we'll deal with that when time be. And then you fill out your insurance and all your other paperwork, and then you go on with life. That's what life should be. That right there that I just described. So with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching this channel. Please subscribe. Tell your friend about us. And until next time, signing off.